The era of endless seasons has officially come to a shocking halt, and Ninjala players might not be ready for what this really means. After years of consistent content drops and seasonal updates, GungHo has made a decision that's bound to divide the gaming community. The publisher has quietly pulled the plug on future development for Ninjala, their colourful multiplayer action title that's been a Nintendo Switch exclusive since its 2020 debut. But here's where it gets controversial. They're calling it something else entirely. Instead of announcing the end of support outright, GungHo has wrapped this news in corporate speak that might leave many players confused. Season 21, which rolled out just this week, has been labelled as lasting indefinitely. The company claims this approach will deliver a consistently enjoyable experience and reliable service for all Ninjala enthusiasts over an extended period. Translation? This is the final season, folks. No more fresh content is coming down the pipeline. What makes this particularly intriguing is the timeline they've established. Season 21 is scheduled to technically conclude on December 31st, 2037. That's more than a decade away. However, the million-dollar question remains unanswered. Will the game servers actually survive that long? Or is GungHo preparing for an earlier shutdown without explicitly saying so? And this is the part most people miss. While brand new seasonal content has been axed, the game isn't entering complete hibernation mode. Players can still anticipate recurring events like the popular WNA Tours, which suggests the developers aren't entirely abandoning the community. For those unfamiliar with this quirky gaming phenomenon, Ninjala burst onto the scene as a free-to-play multiplayer experience that blended ninja combat with bubblegum aesthetics. The game carved out its own unique niche in the crowded multiplayer landscape, featuring everything from weapon crafting using actual gum to battles that resembled a colourful anime come to life. Over the past few years, it's accumulated a substantial library of updates. Exciting brand collaborations, and perhaps most impressively, spawned over 100 episodes of its own animated series. But here's what's got me thinking, and this might ruffle some feathers. Is this really about providing stable service? Or is GungHo simply shifting resources to more profitable ventures? The gaming industry has a track record of discontinuing support for titles that don't meet certain revenue thresholds, regardless of their dedicated player base. This raises some uncomfortable questions about the future of live service games and how companies communicate major changes to their communities. Should publishers be more transparent about their long-term plans, or is this soft landing approach actually more considerate to players who've invested time and money into the experience? Here's what I'm genuinely curious about. Did Ninjala capture your imagination during its run? Were you someone who dove deep into its seasonal content? Or did it feel like just another multiplayer game fighting for your attention? And more importantly, do you think GungHo handled this transition appropriately? Or should they have been more direct about ending development? These decisions impact real communities of players who've built friendships and memories around these digital spaces. Whether you're a long-time Ninjala veteran or someone who's never picked up a Joy-Con, this situation reflects broader trends in how the gaming industry manages the life cycle of online experiences. What's your take on this whole situation? Drop your thoughts below. I'm especially interested in hearing from anyone who's been part of the Ninjala community and how this news is sitting with you.